bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Oliver, left circle, wrister, he scores! Lincoln wins the Anderson Cup. Join us at the Icebox this Friday and Saturday as the Lincoln Stars take on the Waterloo Blackhearts in games 1 and 2 of the Western Conference Finals. The Stars are on the precipice of reaching the Clark Cup final and need your help to have a true home ice advantage. The puck drops at 7:05 Friday night and 6:05 Saturday night. Lock in your seats now at LincolnStars.com.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Fight fans, May 3rd, Dynasty Combat Sports hosts the first bare-knuckle boxing bout ever at Pinnacle Bank Arena, pitting Lincoln's Tower Robinson against McCook's Thomas Thatcher. Additionally, MMA bouts will see champion Nate Morrow battle Nebraska City's Brett Minner. University of Nebraska wrestler Tyler Berger makes his pro MMA debut, and Hunter Green takes on Husham Zadow for the amateur featherweight title. Also, professionals Brady Minner, Sean Lindgren, Justin Weaver, and the debut of another Nebraska wrestler, Bubba Wilson. 16 fights are scheduled Saturday, May 3rd at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Fight cards subject to change. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or at the Pinnacle Bank Arena box office. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Why wait for fall? Deer season is here now at Landmark Implement. Through June 2nd, get up to $3,000 off select John Deere compact utility tractors or Gator XUVs, or choose 0% APR financing on the hard-working 4044M, 2 Series, 3D, and 3E compact utility tractors or full-size Gator models. There's never been a better time to get behind the wheel of a Deere. Hurry into Landmark Implement today and take advantage of these offers and experience the Landmark difference.
Bagels & Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Fight fans, May 3rd, Dynasty Combat Sports hosts the first bare-knuckle boxing bout ever at Pinnacle Bank Arena, pitting Lincoln's Tower Robinson against McCook's Thomas Thatcher. Additionally, MMA bouts will see champion Nate Morrow battle Nebraska City's Brett Minner. University of Nebraska wrestler Tyler Berger makes his pro MMA debut, and Hunter Green takes on Husham Zadow for the amateur featherweight title. Also, professionals Brady Minner, Sean Lindgren, Justin Weaver, and the debut of another Nebraska wrestler, Bubba Wilson. 16 fights are scheduled Saturday, May 3rd at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Fight cards subject to change. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or at the Pinnacle Bank Arena box office.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday, Draft Day Friday. Last night, the big draft took place. Tons of fun. Steelers drafted a quarter. No, they didn't.
Oh, so you're just going to start off talking about my Steelers right away, right?
Yes.
That's how we're going to do it?
Should we go ahead and talk about it? What happened to
No,
Amari on
we're not
Hampton?
talking about it.
What happened to Amari on Hampton, Raff?
He is now a Charger.
That is right. Somebody clipped the show from yesterday of Raff yelling in the microphone how the Broncos were going to, it's going to for sure be a running back. It's got to be a running back.
I thought it was going to be Omarion, or I thought it was going to be Travian.
Travion Henderson.
I thought you were like scratching like a record from DJ or something like that.
Yeah, no, I'm good with the Broncos pick.
We'll talk about it as we go.
You don't have a choice but to be good with it.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah.
It's like me. I like the defensive tackle. All of a sudden, I studied him up, watched videotape. I'm like, that was a good pick. That was the right call.
Yeah.
I trust you, Con. I trust you, Tomlin.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, though, before we get to our guests that are here, we got to discuss the business at hand, Nick. This is Raff's. I'm not going to say last time because he'll come back here and there, but this is technically the man is out. He's rolling. He's
making the move.
Heading to sweet home Alabama.
Still be on though. I'll still be on.
I'll still be on the air, but it'll be me and Nick again in the studio. And,
hello, darkness, my old friend.
So you call me darkness?
Nope. I'm just saying.
You just said hello, darkness, my old friend. So what does that mean?
Wow.
I'm saying we've seen this movie before. Like here we are again. It's just you and I in the studio.
I think you better get some boots.
Yep.
Because it's getting deeper. And deeper.
Yep.
Nick looked at me and said, hello, darkness, my old friend.
I did not look at you. I was like, what the hell does that mean? I did not look at
Black
you.
man can't wear all black.
Here we go.
He said, hello, Darkness, my old friend.
No, I think it was he's like, it's just going to be us two. Hello, darkness.
Next thing
You know what? I said what I said. I stand on business.
All of a sudden, they come back from break. Nick is no longer with us.
Yeah.
Hey, like he's not on the show. No, he's literally no longer with us.
Yeah. I'm gonna be walking across the street.
It's like the movie
Got
The
my
Hangover.
belongings
Don't ask
with
about
me.
Antoine. He's no longer with us. All due seriousness, though,
I'm
Raff,
now getting personal texts about that comment that I just made. AD is right. I think you meant it that way for sure. That's what one of my buddies just texted us. Man,
we're like, who's the NAACP?
Yep. Yeah.
It's not the NCAA, Nick.
Okay, so we have guests here.
I just want to know: are you still going to wear the scarlet red?
You better believe it.
All right.
Gotta represent
Nebraska bread.
Raff,
Till I'm dead.
all due serious, Raff, man. Safe travels to you when you head out, brother.
Thank you.
Hitting the road. And we'll definitely see you Monday through Friday morning, still on the air.
How long of a
via
drive?
Zoom.
13 hours.
Oh, okay. That's not horrible.
No, not bad at all.
Especially in your new vehicle.
Absolutely.
Uber 7. If you need an Uber in Alabama, give me a call.
It's a nice ride, too, man.
I guess I'm not an Uber driver yet, but eventually.
I love it.
Yes.
Raff, again, we'll talk more about this as we close it out for the RGT as well. Like I said, he's not saying goodbye. It's just see you later.
Yeah.
See you
on the
Zoom.
see you on camera.
I think 13 hours between me and Nick is probably enough. I think
so, too, because yesterday I thought you were seriously going to punch him in his throat. Not in the face, not in the arm. I think you were
Throat
going to
punch.
punch him. Yeah, you was about to throat punch him, dog. I seen that coming. Somebody we're not going to throat punch is our guest this morning.
Great transition.
Wow, what a segue.
There we go.
Kurt,
Oh, boy.
from A1 Auto, you got your beautiful daughter here, Liz, with you as well. We appreciate you guys being here. Good morning.
Thank you.
Morning.
Appreciate you having us today.
Absolutely. So, Liz, I'm going to start with you first.
Yeah.
Baby girl, Kurt's daughter, love this space. Obviously, you know what Dad does quite a bit.
Mhm.
What are the things that you're doing right now to help Pops out?
I go to the shop and do projects for my school. I'm a freshman at UNL. Broadcasting is what I do. I go over there. I'll take some pictures and I'll send it to him for whatever he wants. I'm gonna have to do an interview for him for my next project.
Love it.
Which is it's gonna be a ride. Let me tell you.
So looking forward to this one.
Oh yeah, no, can't wait. But I try to help him out as much as I can at home, at work, on the street.
Out of my pocketbook.
That's pretty usual. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I try and help him out as much as I can whenever I have time.
Absolutely. Liz, we appreciate you for being here too. And Kurt said he kind of got you out of bed a little earlier to get here.
This is about the time I wake up.
Nothing wrong with that. But you probably go to bed at 3 though, right? 2:30.
No, I went to bed at like 11 last night.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
That's early.
Kurt, it is, first of all due seriousness. We joke a lot, but this is something I'm very serious about. It's good to see you back in good health, man.
I appreciate it. It's good to be back.
Thank God for you, bro. A lot of prayers for you. How long were you in the hospital, Kurt, last year?
A month and a week.
A month and a week. And the pain that you were in was just brutal.
I would not wish that on my worst enemy, period.
I remember you told me that numerous times. We were texting.
I did
back
reach
and
out to you, yeah, and I know you had some similar issues.
Yeah.
And it was a godsend that you're able to be talked to, and I appreciate the handout. And friends, family, everybody that I reached out to that came in, and I mean all of it. Thank God that everybody was there for support.
A month and a half. When I seen you yesterday when we were talking, Kurt, my little shot. I'll talk about that another time. But I was thinking about yourself. I was thinking about other people who have dealt with things. I'm like, dude, this is a mosquito bite compared with others going through, have been through. So, brother, appreciate you. Love you. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Tell us about the new location with A1 Automotive, man.
So we do have a new location coming up at 52nd Yankee Hill. No stranger. We have a banner out there on the property. A lot of construction going on. I mean, a lot of excitement, a lot of stress. I know Kendall's overwhelmed with as much stuff as you could probably throw at somebody right now.
Absolutely.
And I mean, me and my team are doing everything we can to help minimize it. And, current location has to run like clockwork no matter what. So, it's a well-oiled machine, and definitely looking forward for the expansion. We're not going anywhere now. This is home base number 1, and now home base 2 is going up right now.
Tell us about
Sorry, that's what I was going to ask. Is this next one is significantly larger? It appears.
Yes,
just from the outside.
So our new facility will be a 12-bay shop, whereas our current is essentially classed as a 5-bay.
Well, you said 12 bays.
It will be 12.
Lord.
Oh, wow.
Hello. So heavy trucks can come in. We put in heavier lifts to accommodate for commercial type customers, the vans. Larger alignment rack. And I can't thank God enough for the talent we have working for us right now.
Absolutely.
Without our crew, none of this would be possible.
And Raff, you can jump in next, brother. The thing that I appreciate about A1 Auto is the culture that's there. I mean, you go into some places, it's like they don't acknowledge you, etc. And this is not being a bias; it's just the truth. Even if I walk in there for the first time, you could tell there's a difference at A1 Auto and how you treat your people, you treat your customers. And I've shared this story numerous times when Naya. When her old car, not the lemon you sold her to me, Nick.
Wow! Hey, is it still running?
No. We'll talk about that.
Really?
No, it's running.
I was gonna say. I felt horrible. Hey, you have to back me up here. When I sold it to you, I was like, man, I feel really bad if this thing breaks down next week. But hey, it's yours now. So.
Well, Kurt, when I brought it into Kurt, he goes, "Where the hell did you buy this thing from?" We'll talk about that after the show, Nick. Along with that darkness thing. But nevertheless, Kurt. No, seriously, that car runs great. The other one we had prior to that, Nick was getting nervous.
Yeah, I was like, I felt bad.
Her battery, her car, and I'm not saying all girls live, but baby girl was flustered. She was running late for class. It had already been a long week. I called Kurt. I said, Kurt, here's where she's at. It's a few blocks from their garage right down the road. AD, I got it.
Yep.
Gets the jumper cables, jumps my daughter's car, gets in the shop. I'm not saying no one would do that, but I never experienced it like that. There was no hesitation. Well, we got this. You just did it. Kurt, that's one of probably countless stories other people have as well. How do you guys keep that a part of your culture?
I mean, it's a struggle, obviously. I mean, we all come from different backgrounds, different personalities, and it's just about coming together in the end of it. We all know the goal that we're trying to achieve, and I don't want to classify like we're teammates, we're a family. And
right.
Kendall preaches that and I preach it. And I don't come to work with my teammates. I come to work with my brothers. I mean, what brothers don't fight? I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody's always getting along. There's a problem.
Yeah. we have our ups and downs. We struggle. I mean, we get through it. We work it out. I mean, we're all adults and we're here for our community. And that's what we strive for.
Kurt, we fought every day at Nebraska.
Yeah.
There was always a fight going on. And it might be with your own roommate.
That's right.
But it was like, it is what it is, but we were always close to the end of the day. Go ahead, Raffy.
I was just going to ask you, so you talking about the family atmosphere like that. Like, I guess you guys are kind of like a football team in a way too, because you got to go out and get your talent and stuff like that. Like, how many employees did you have down here on O Street? And then what are you going up to? I mean, you just can't hire just like anybody. I'm sure you have to do recruit.
It's recruiting. It's finding talent. And just like anything else, there are some days that the luck of the talent comes to us. They hear about us word of mouth, and talent comes to us. They want to see what we're about. And yeah, I get emails. I've had people approach me on the streets, and yeah, I love it. And as much as I would love to bring in all the talent, I mean, we're so full. I mean, but I like to build my bench like everybody else. And your name, your roster, it's on my desk. I always have a backup. And we're not always the right fit for everybody, but I want to make everybody feel at home.
Because that's the thing is there's not saying that there's not other places. There's standards though with you and Kendall because you guys don't just work on just the basic stuff. You guys do, I don't want to call them specialty cars, but the special brands. Like you guys can do them all.
Yeah. We work on anything that's older than me to newer than me. And we get in the Euros, we get into the Asian markets, the domestic. I mean, and I love, we post, you see a lot of the stuff we post. And yeah, I mean, just this last week, we had a 68 Camaro, we had a 67 Chevelle.
Wow. We
had a 70 Mach 1. And then, here we're working on, 20 and newer Euros. I mean, and some of that's oil changes, not a big deal, but down the road, that all needs work at some point. And it's great to help in any way and fashion we can do for our community.
If you guys and girls that are listening want to see some of their stuff, you can follow A1 Automotive. Obviously on Instagram, it's A1 Auto Lincoln, A1 Auto Lincoln on Instagram. and Kurt and his team, and Kendall and his entire team, they do a great job of posting different vehicles, parts, which you're doing, customer experiences, the progress at your new location.
Yep.
Another question. Here's one thing also that stood out to me, gentlemen. You don't have to say if you're doing this still or not, but the one thing also blew me away. One time I was going to come up there about 12 o'clock on a Friday. You're like, bro, we shut down on Friday. Is it 11 or 12?
It used to be. We are now full days on Friday.
Full days.
We are 7:30 to 5:30 Monday through
So
Friday.
you've even expanded more hours. For
We've
your
expanded
customers.
hours. We've expanded our customer service base, and yeah, we'll welcome anything and everything.
I love it.
Give us a call. Give us questions. I mean, whatever we can do to help you out. No questions.
When is the estimated opening date at the new location?
I don't have an exact date. I would say very soon. My personal projection, June 1.
Mm-hmm.
Would we like to do sooner? Yes, I would love to help the customers down south way sooner.
Mm-hmm.
But
12 bays, man, it's just
That place, South Link is growing too.
Yes,
I mean, so that's the thing. It's going to be a good spot just because maybe that's a good question is why'd you pick the location, right? Because there's a lot of, obviously Lincoln is expanding in every direction, it seems. Why that spot at 52nd and Yankee Hill?
I mean, I would definitely have to, unfortunately throw the shade at the boss. That's a him thing.
Okay.
But, there's a lot of marketing involved,
Yeah.
Background check studies, demographics.
For sure.
I mean, I know bits and pieces of it.
Traffic, all
but,
that stuff.
I mean, like I said, everybody knows Lincoln's going south.
Just wanted to be located on a roundabout because Yankee Hill's full of them. So,
I mean, I see a lot of suspension work coming from that roundabout.
once you get 40th to 84th and Yankee Hill, it's just roundabout after roundabout after roundabout. Whatever.
I almost get dizzy driving down.
Yeah,
that street.
right. Yeah, it's like, okay, oh no, I forgot to circle there.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Kurt, last question I got for you, man. What makes you guys different?
I mean, I said we're family. I mean, we're a team, but it comes down to we're family. Our values are sincere. They're genuine. I live by a rule, and I've told it to Kendall when he brought me in, and it agrees to our culture. But I will not sell you any work that I would not sell my own mother.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a philosophy. I mean, you come in for your needs, we address your needs, we'll take care of your safety, and we'll get your maintenance and make sure your car runs for a long time for you.
I love how you guys, you will send the information that, hey, this is something you could look at down the road, but this is what's getting taken care of today.
Yes.
You always kind of keep us on the up and up as far as that goes.
that is one thing I'll say is because you guys send out like a list of like, hey, this is everything we've checked. This is what the current situation is. And there's a lot of distrust and just blind faith when you take something like your vehicle in somewhere. And it's like,
agreed.
Okay, I hope they're looking at this, or I hope everything else is good.
And the industry has definitely changed over the years.
Certainly.
I mean, since, new softwares come out, we do all of our inspections digitally. You'll have pictures, you'll have videos. We can send them to you text, email, print it. I mean, multiple ways to take care of you and show you what's going on with your vehicle.
And now you got some new merch.
I do have some new
want to
merch.
see that.
I mean,
what camera should he put it in, Nick?
Right there.
Look at that.
Right there.
I mean,
that looks good.
Oh, yes.
That looks really good.
That must be Raff's.
I don't know. I mean, that's pretty small. I mean,
what size is that?
What's Raff?
How much time you got?
We bought Raff a car cover.
Hey, you got a new car, so I got some seat covers for you, Lord.
But no one with the football stuff. We have new hoodies going out.
Oh, that is sweet.
I mean,
I love the
who
hoodies.
doesn't want
man.
a hoodie on a cold day at a Husker game? I mean,
Absolutely.
A1 Automotive, it says in the back, always honest answers.
But I do have a little promo I want to throw out. I mean,
Absolutely.
Yes.
So we're putting out signs all over Lincoln. Everybody sees the mowing signs, the stuff on the street side. So just like anybody else, we're promoting a business. I'm going to go out. So Kendall had me and a couple of guys take different days. And we got these signs made up, stick on the yard sign.
Yep.
Well, lo and behold, the city doesn't allow that to be posted without, permission
Shocker.
or private owners. So we had about 200 of these out. And
they was tagging people's houses.
So the city calls us, you can't do this. We need you to pick them up. I was like,
oh, man.
So we got tagged on the uplink page for a bunch of these up and down the street. So no big deal. We'll accommodate the city. I mean, We're here for our community. We pick
Right.
them all up. But now I have an abundance of these. And I would like to throw a promo to all your fan base, my fan base customers, anybody around. Come by the shop, grab one of these, post it in your yard, post your Facebook, tag our Facebook and our Instagram. Give you $100 off any $600 purchase, a $60 oil change.
How about that? So $100 off of a purchase of 600 or more.
Yep.
And then a $60 oil change.
That is correct.
And they in your location, right
down here, 11th and L. I have
11th
all
and O
of that
Street.
here.
Folks, 11th and O Street.
L.
Come pick up that
L.
sign.
Lima.
11th L. I said 11th and O. Don't come to O Street. You're like, where the hell is this place?
We are. Yeah. If
This is the auto shop here.
I'll just say this: if it was 11 at the no, it'd be right here.
Yeah.
Where we are.
We got 2 studios, 3 bays.
No oil.
Folks, 11th and L.
Yeah.
L. So pick those up. $100 off a purchase for $600 or more.
Yep.
$60 oil change.
And we know the economy. I mean, it's tough. So I want to do my part in helping my community out with a little bit of discount. I mean, for a picture. I mean, who could say more?
Kurt,
and that picture is your coupon.
Nice. Love it. Kurt, Liz, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to see your brother. It's good to see you healthy.
No, I
It's good to
appreciate
see
it. Thank you for all the support.
Absolutely,
And
man.
my community's backed me, and I'm here to back them.
I love it. I love it.
All right, we'll throw it to break. Just the drive. 93.7 The Ticket.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Why wait for fall? Deer season is here now at Landmark Implement. Through June 2nd, get up to $3,000 off select John Deere compact utility tractors or Gator XUVs, or choose 0% APR financing on the hard-working 4044M, 2 Series, 3D, and 3E compact utility tractors or full-size Gator models. There's never been a better time to get behind the wheel of a Deere. Hurry into Landmark Implement today and take advantage of these offers and experience the Landmark difference.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Fight fans, May 3rd, Dynasty Combat Sports hosts the first bare-knuckle boxing bout ever at Pinnacle Bank Arena, pitting Lincoln's Tower Robinson against McCook's Thomas Thatcher. Additionally, MMA bouts will see champion Nate Morrow battle Nebraska City's Brett Minner. University of Nebraska wrestler Tyler Berger makes his pro MMA debut, and Hunter Green takes on Husham Zadow for the amateur featherweight title. Also, professionals Brady Minner, Sean Lindgren, Justin Weaver, and the debut of another Nebraska wrestler, Bubba Wilson. 16 fights are scheduled Saturday, May 3rd at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Fight cards subject to change. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or at the Pinnacle Bank Arena box office.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Allow me to get a bit sappy. For women, jewelry isn't just a gift. It's a timeless symbol of love and appreciation. You have to get this right. No fleeting trends or gadgets will make the impact. Every time she wears it, every time she gets a compliment, you win. Trust me, guys. You'll get your money worth. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option. Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Cinco de Mayo is May 5th, but the party starts early this year at Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina with their street festival on Saturday, May 3rd. Come down to 8th and Q starting at 1 p.m. on May 3rd and see llamas from Sweet and Sassy's Llama Farm until 4 p.m. and enjoy face painting and balloon animals with Miss Shades at 2 p.m. DJ Wyatt will entertain from 6 to 10:30 p.m. There will be drinks, food, and giveaways, and best of all, no cover charge. It's the early Cinco de Mayo Street Festival with Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina, Saturday, May 3rd, beginning at 1 p.m. at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers this morning with patchy fog possible. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and breezy with a high around 60. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies with a low around 44. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, mainly cloudy with a high near 63. A meteorologist Kyle Clutcher from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. My headphones are malfunctioning for a second here. I just want to remind everybody, too, that there is the All-City Girls Flag Football Camp that's coming up this Sunday, April 27th. That was supposed to be at, I believe it was Beechner, but they moved it now to Cook Pavilion on North 14th Street there on the campus, the old Nebraska practice facility before they moved to the Hawks. So this Sunday, free football camp. It is from grades 3 through 12,
from 3 to 5 p.m. So
that is
Good
correct.
Announcement. Good announcement.
You betcha.
Brother. Love it. Tomorrow kind of schedule events as well. I think mine got chopped off half the end. Raff, you still got the whole schedule, the tomorrow's agenda for the Husker games day tomorrow?
Oh man, I
can pull it up real quick here,
please?
Jess. So we know obviously the media or the schedule for 9 a.m. There's going to be food trucks. There's going to be obviously, and I can't find it right now, but there's going to be food trucks until 1 p.m. or until 2 p.m. There'll be a gear sale going on inside the Hawks Center as well. And then
on that gear sale, Nick, I'm sorry, on a gear sale, dude, because I want you to go over that. I got a buddy down there that says there are 4 truckloads, major ones, of stuff they're going to be selling.
Wow.
Truckloads, jumpsuits, sweatsuits, shoes, never been worn. So things that'll be like almost, just major bargains.
Here it is. So I found the email from our good friend Keith Mann. 8 a.m. to noon. It's the Osborne Legacy Complex tours. You can still get tickets that are available for the 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and 10 a.m. tours. From 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., it'll be the Husker Food Truck Festival taking place on the east side of Memorial Stadium. From 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., you can get the Husker Equipment Sale, Hawks Championship Center. It's free admittance with a purchase of a ticket to any Husker game event. At 12:30 p.m., that's when the Memorial Stadium gates will open up. At 1 p.m., you have the women's flag football game between Midland University and the University of Nebraska Lincoln All-Star team. At 2 p.m., it's the obvious scrimmage and Husker games. Then at 4:30, it's Nebraska soccer against Wyoming. And then 7 p.m. at the Devaney Sports Center, it's Nebraska volleyball. The first time, this is something we're not even really mentioning a whole lot this week. First time we're going to see Danny Busboom Kelly coach for Nebraska volleyball tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
You know what, you guys, the thing about it, obviously, we like the traditions of the annual regular spring game, but I want to tip my hat to Nebraska. Me personally, I'm not speaking for either you guys. I'm just speaking for myself to make something out of nothing. So you know what, we're going to try to give a variety of things to cater. Because here's the thing about it too. There's some people that don't necessarily like going to the spring game, but they would love to see all the different activities.
We like the atmosphere.
And also, too, I wanted to remind people, 11 a.m. tomorrow, they're dedicating the Julie O'Meara Jernstrom bench outside the east side of the stadium. And I have it by good authority that you'll probably see some cheerleaders and mascots there.
That's awesome. If you got little kids that
Yep,
like
you
to
can get your
dress
picture
up,
taken.
Take pictures with them right there, because that's a lot different at a game
And
day.
I know Ross is going to be there, and Ross is a staple of Nebraska sportscasting for all the years down at the Orange Bowls, Fiesta Bowls, stuff like that. So you can get out, say hi to him. I know he would love to see everybody out there and tribute to his wife.
Right
oh
now,
yeah,
too,
definitely.
Man. Warm his heart. We got a clip from Nebraska's GM. Got a few clips from Nebraska's GM. Said some interesting things. Interesting isn't good. Brought some insight as well at what's going on in collegiate sports and his role. If we can start that off, Nick.
Yeah, let's start with this one. Pat Stewart is who we're referencing here, former Patriots guy, now the GM for Nebraska football. He was asked about if the portal is more like free agency or the offseason, and he answered that it was more like the offseason. Here's what Pat Stewart had to say.
It's been different because I hear a lot of times people talk about it being free agency, and it's really not free agency as I know it in the NFL with unrestricted guys. You know when their contract's up, you know who's available and when, and you can kind of plan out over the course of a couple months how you're going to spend your resources. Here, guys just become available and you have to pivot right away. It's pretty similar, in my opinion, to like preseason in the NFL, where like you have to watch the guys on their teams throughout 3 weeks, and then on one day they cut down from 90 to 53, and you have to be ready to pivot to whoever becomes available. So I think it's probably on us to probably do a better job and a better process of knowing who might be available and just having like a baseline on everybody so we can pivot as fast as possible.
That is really interesting, because we referenced it as free agency. We've done that a couple of times on the show, but as he kind of talks about that, think about what we were talking about yesterday when kind of talking about the NFL draft and 2026 looking down the road. These GMs, these guys have an idea of, okay, who are we going to need to re-sign? What's our cap space going to be looking like? What's our budget going to be running at in the next couple of years? And you can kind of plan for the future. But for like a Tennessee is a perfect example, or a UCLA is a perfect example. they might not have realized maybe that to the degree of Nico Iamaleava leaving, right? Or what that would do, or other places that lose starters late in spring ball. You have to pivot. Not only the team that loses the guy, but also the team that brings him in, because UCLA was operating for the entirety of the spring that Aguilar was going to be their quarterback. And then on a dime, Nico Iamaleava checks into the portal. They bring him in, and now it's Aguilar. Let's just make an even trade with us in Tennessee.
Yeah, I love that. The analogy that he made and the way he answered that question, I mean, is so perfect. Like the way he explains, like not only like you spoke about, Nick, is the pivot part of it is you've got these players that come available. So you've got to run your due diligence. You've got to watch the tape. You've got to trust in your coaches and your people, that your recruiting department, to watch the tape, to be like, okay, is this somebody that could fit in Nebraska? I mean, this all happens. It's all live, like free agency. Like you said, like, okay, so-and-so is going to be a free agent. So it's going to happen, but they have time to watch his tape. They know, okay, we're going to pursue him, but you have stuff happening every single day. Like a guy comes available. Okay, is this something that might be good for Nebraska? Got to watch the tape, do our due diligence, make sure they fit in. So yeah, it's wild.
But also, I mean, there's also something to be said. Now there's windows in the NFL, like free agency windows and times where you can sign players and things like that.
Yep.
But it feels like things happen so much quicker in college, so much quicker, to where it doesn't feel like if it's a 15-day window or whatever the case may be, you have to worry about, okay, is this guy entering with a do not contact tag? Are we even able to reach out to him? And then you said that do your due diligence piece of it, which is a cliche phrase, but at the end of the day, you have to do it in an aggressive and what probably feels like an accelerated period of time.
Oh, definitely.
How crucial is it? I mean, it's a no-brainer question, but to have a GM on your staff in this landscape of collegiate sports, have someone that's their job,
I think,
is to look at everything that's going on.
It's a must, I think, for all programs now. I think it's definitely a must.
Let's get this next quote out of the way. The overall change from the NFL to NCAA as a GM. Here's what Pat Stewart had to say.
I don't know if it's overstated. It's just, like I've said before, like the rules are constantly changing, right? So we're kind of going to adjust. I've been fortunate to have been a couple of different places, exposed to a lot of different things. We'll use some different mechanisms that we've used at those places at this level, and try to, correlate to how this structure works. Like we've worked with the salary cap in the NFL. Salary cap here isn't really the same thing, because there's different mechanisms you can use for moving money forward, incentivizing contracts. You really can't do that under this setup. So that'll be a change that I'll have to get used to.
Yeah, I never thought about that either, when he talked about incentivizing contracts. That's how a lot of guys can make not even starters, but not your star players. There's a difference to where you can incentivize, hey, you get 15 touchdowns this year, or if you get 100 catches this year, you get an extra couple mil,
bonus.
Right? And so we always talk about that at the end of the year in the NFL is like, hey, what are the bonuses that we're looking to watch for of who needs 3 catches on Sunday, who needs a touchdown on Sunday, this, that, and the other. You can't do that in college. You can't. And so it has to be just a generic basic question or contract offer. But then on top of it all, guys, we're seeing it at Arkansas. I don't know if you guys saw the actual decision that the Arkansas NIL fund is, and I'm blanking on the official name of it, but the Razorbacks NIL department is basically demanding that Madden Iamaleava gives $200,000 back to Arkansas because he transferred out. And so it's basically colleges are now probably going to start trying to enforce buyouts when there's nothing that legally binds it. And so it's just a toss up in the air. And then I don't know who makes the call on that. Who's like the governing body on that contract?
Yeah. I feel like Madden's going to walk in with a briefcase with a bunch of paper slips going, IOU.
Yeah.
IOU.
Right. That's 200,000.
Might want to keep that one.
Might want to hold on to that one.
Well, Pat Stewart and his entire staff. We got one more on there?
We sure do.
Absolutely.
Let's talk this one. just how NIL pay conversations go with players.
Yeah, I think one thing I've said to a couple different guys and their parents is those discussions can get pretty personal. I'm a father of 2 boys. They're not ready to take NIL deals or anything like that yet. They're 8 and 5. But it's one of those things where when you hear where somebody values your child and it doesn't match up with what your opinion of them is, there can be some feelings. So it's kind of trying to thread that needle of, being considerate to people's emotions and feelings about how much they're valued, where we see them falling on the roster as far as role and what we're going to ask of them, and just trying to balance that out.
It's crazy because you guys think about it. Nico's situation is low-hanging fruit. Nico Iamaleava's situation is low-hanging fruit. I do personally think that he needed to get out of Tennessee just to be able to develop his game. I didn't feel like he could thrive in a Josh Heupel offense. But strictly just looking at it from a money standpoint, we can look at it just looking at it that angle specifically. You look at Nico and that situation there was probably some hurt feelings. There was probably some hurt feelings of, do you know that this is what I believe my value is to this? And then this is what essentially in this conversation, my employer views. And at some point you're going to reach a crossroads to where one side is either going to have to make the decision of, do we pay and pay over what we feel like this guy is worth, or the other side's going to be like, we're not worth it, or this is not what we asked for, this is not what we demand, and we're going to test our value on the open market and risk everything.
I mean, you look at the way it's set up. You have these players, like I was thinking, like, coming out of high school, like you're like the big man on campus. Everybody's, oh man, you're going to make so much money. Oh, you're the best thing since sliced bread. And then you get to college and you go into like that big pool and you think, well, everybody's been telling me that I'm going to make all, and then all of a sudden, well, you fit in this slot right here. And you're like, well, I've been hearing about how much money I'm going to make from all the outside people and stuff like that. So it's definitely one of those situations that it's kind of a come to Jesus reality check. Absolutely. It's like, okay, I guess I'm not what everybody, was saying, back in my hometown, high school. So it's a wild world we live in.
Well, as we put a bow on this, a little more background, very quick background. Obviously Pat Stewart was with the Patriots, but was also 2 of their Super Bowl championship teams, but he's also served some time with the Panthers, the Philadelphia Eagles. He was their national scout for the Eagles in 2018, 2019. So help piece together some of that part of the roster. 2000 to 2004. He worked with Jim Tressel at Ohio State as a student manager. Now he kind of got things rolling. He had his bachelor's degree in poli-sci. So he's been in the game for a long time and hoping it comes to fruition for us here in the land of Big Red. Folks, when we come back, we've got some history, but also we're going to share about an acquisition Nebraska got for the basketball team as well. It's The Drive. It is finished Friday strong. We'll be right back.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers this morning with patchy fog possible. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and breezy with a high around 60. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies with a low around 44. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, mainly cloudy with a high near 63. A meteorologist, Raff, from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Right now, when you drive by Honda of Lincoln, you'll see more than 200 new Hondas and over 125 pre-owned vehicles. Hi, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, how does it feel to have so many vehicles in stock again for your customers?
Charlie, it feels amazing to see how excited our customers are. They love the ability to see, test drive, and take immediate delivery of the exact new Honda they're looking for.
Do you have some good offers to talk about?
We sure do, Charlie. We're offering financing as low as 0.9% APR up to 72 months, or great lease rates on every new Honda. It's the perfect time to drive away in the new Honda you've been dreaming of.
How about pre-owned, Andy?
We have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Just about every make and model with prices starting at under $10,000.
Maybe it's time you experience the best, the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code early for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Denial.
You are listening to AD's Stages of Grief with Pittsburgh's draft last night.
These aren't that bad. I want to have a conversation with Khan and Tomlin off the air.
What? Mike Tomlin resigns?
The standard is the standard. Okay, tired of hearing all of these, quotes. Let's get some action going on.
Yeah, right.
Raff, what do you got for history, my man?
All right, today's day in history. I'm going to take it back to 1974. The NFL decided that it was time to move the goalposts to the back of the end zone. Remember, they used to be.
That was the year we were born.
Yeah.
51 years ago.
Yep.
Wow.
So there was no more players running into the goalposts as they were trying to make a catch in the front of the end zone.
Don't you guys think that would have been something? They would have been like, you know what? This is not a good idea.
Yeah. Hey, they'll just throw it over the top. It'll be okay.
Could you imagine that, the goalposts in the front of the end zone and the tush push all together now?
Better hope it's lined up on the hash.
Oh, man.
Well, before I go any further, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected rep since 1999. He can help protect your home, your vehicle, family, or even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. The history I got, you guys, Nick will like this. In 2009, Nick, do you know who the position they drafted in the NFL? Who was their first?
Who's they?
Your Detroit Lions.
Oh, Ndamukong Suh.
2009?
Nope.
Oh, no, that would have been 2010, correct? 2009, was that Matt Stafford? No, it was Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
Yep.
Dude, that was 16 years ago, man.
I was thinking
crazy.
I was thinking Sue because it was the 2009 Big 12 championship game, but it was the 2010 draft. Those darn years, man.
I know. That used to throw me off.
They always cross over like that.
Because you'd always be like 83 Orange Bowl, but it was played on December or January 2nd, 1984, but it's 83, and you're like, oh, it's so confusing.
Do you remember where he played college ball at?
Who's that?
Matthew Stafford.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Georgia.
Georgia Bulldog.
Yep.
Easy for you guys. I had no idea.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hey, where did
Youngstown State? I don't know.
Where did Derek Harmon play college football? Derek Harmon, your draft pick last night.
Oregon.
There it is.
I did some research last night while I was in tears.
Who's Derek Harmon?
Yeah. I don't want to hear it from you, Jadae.
I thought it was Mark Harmon from UCLA, but
I in tears. I was looking him up some more, and as I fell asleep last night, I'm like, you know, you have to talk yourself into it.
He made you fall asleep. I wanted to calm down, so I watched Derek Harmon play some football.
We'll get into it, Tim, but he's going to spell Hayward, so we'll talk about that too. But Matthew Stafford, 2009, Georgia Bulldog.
That's right.
Came to Detroit Lions and has had a fairly good career as far as that goes, man.
Remember when he first got to the NFL, though? He got injured like almost and they were afraid that he wouldn't be able to stay healthy enough and now he's on year, so this technically be year 17 or 16. All those years always.
Yep.
So it's just crazy to think that he was able to turn things around because those first 4 years,
it was bad.
Yeah.
Lastly, we'll just touch on this real briefly before we enter the 10 o'clock hour and talk NFL draft. Nebraska basketball got their 6th transfer portal commit yesterday in the form of Tulsa transfer Jared Garcia. He's a forward. He's going to be playing his 6th year of college basketball next year. Goodness sakes. 6th year of college basketball next season because of the blanket waiver that the NCAA is allowing on JUCO guys that played at a JUCO institution. Played most recently at Tulsa. Before Tulsa, though, he was at a junior college at Salt Lake Community College. He spent the season there in 2022 and 2023. He averaged 9.5 points, 4.5 rebounds, shot 46.5% from the field, and 29% from three-point range. He shot 14 of 48 from beyond the three-point line last year at Tulsa in just a little over 17 minutes a game. Before Salt Lake Community College and before Tulsa, he actually played at Charlotte with Bryce Williams.
Hello.
He was Bryce Williams' teammate at Charlotte way back in 2020 to 2022. And last he has played in about 120 games in his career, 50 of those coming as a starter. And so a little bit of experience, right? We just talked about it. 6th year guy next season. And he's been in college since 2020, but he's going to be finishing out his final year of eligibility with the Huskers. So that's the 6th transfer incoming for Nebraska. Nebraska's obviously lost 2 guys to the portal in the form of Gavin Griffiths and Nick Janowski. But Nebraska has brought in 6 fresh faces ahead of next season.
Like I said, I haven't watched any film on him yet, but just from the measurable part, the dude, I mean, obviously measurables don't mean everything, but it definitely helps. What, he's 6'9", 245.
6'9", 245.
So maybe a guy that spells rank, maybe.
Plays
along with rank.
Played 48 games with 31 starts the last 2 seasons combined at Tulsa.
Be excited to see what he does here for the Big Red. So welcome to the family, my man. Folks, we got all NFL coming up. Also want to know, text us and let us know who your team drafted. And are you happy with it or not?
Yeah,
you know,
who won the first night?
Yeah, that's a good way to segue into it.
I got one answer.
Denver Broncos.
No, certainly not. It is a team that none of us cheer for. It is a team that none of us cheer for. We'll talk about it when we come back.
Well, we know it's not the Cowboys.
Nope. Send us to break, Raffy.
We're going to break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl, Jordan, with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Allow me to get a bit sappy. For women, jewelry isn't just a gift. It's a timeless symbol of love and appreciation. You have to get this right. No fleeting trends or gadgets will make the impact. Every time she wears it, every time she gets a compliment, you win. Trust me, guys. You'll get your money worth. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com. Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Ahman Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a 4-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats, including Ahman Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Email Jake at theticketfm.com for more questions or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Early bird registration goes through April 20th, and overall registration goes through May 30th.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Load up on meat and more this spring at The Mercado by Certified Piedmontese, with great selections of T-bones, tomahawks, ribeyes, filet mignon, brisket, sirloin, and so much more. The Mercado has locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, where you can have $2 draft beer every Thursday night from 4 to 8 p.m. and half-price espresso drinks on Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
I tried to hide my cigarette smoking. Then I was rushed into emergency surgery to repair the damage smoking did to my heart. It shocked everyone because they thought I was healthy. Yet because I smoked, I had a severe heart condition that nearly killed me. My tip is, you may be able to hide your smoking from the world, but you can't hide from the damage smoking does to your body.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Ahman Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a four-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats, including Ahman Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Rashawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Email Jake at theticketfm.com for more questions or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Early bird registration goes through April 20th, and overall registration goes through May 30th.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers this morning with patchy fog possible. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and breezy with a high around 60. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies with a low around 44. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, mainly cloudy with a high near 63. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket. We're proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Honda's team a call at 840-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit doorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Can I play something for you guys?
Yeah.
With the 20th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Jahdae Barron, DB, Texas.
With the 21st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Derek Harmon, defensive tackle, Oregon.
That's how it sounded last night.
And you know what I thought, Nick?
Hold on, I'm finding it. Here it
you
is.
Know what Raffnet thought too?
Pathetic! You are pathetic!
There it is.
Play it one more time, Nick.
Hit it.
Pathetic! You are pathetic!
I am not saying Derek Harmon is pathetic. I am saying I was not expecting that to be the pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I was thinking it was going to be Shador or a quarterback of just any quarterback as far as that goes. I wanted to read some of the text line. Husker P, good morning to you, man. Actually, Thomas Lincoln, we'll get to the first one. We had a few on there, but some were talking about the times, etc. But Thomas Lincoln, good morning. He goes, as per usual, Denver fumbles their pick, just like they do when they try to get high in the playoffs, get in the playoffs.
Raff, stop.
It's true.
Husker P says here, it's coming up here in a second. If you guys is on there, it says loading forever for some reason on my laptop. Here it goes. Husker P, good morning to you as well. Just wanted to own that I was wrong about Sanders. Shocked they let his arm talent sit.
I appreciate that, Huskers P.
Yeah,
I appreciate
Crew
that.
Says happy Friday. The Shador situation reminds me of NFL's version of the LeVar Ball family saga. He's talking about LeVar Ball, whose sons were in the NBA, still in the NBA as far as that goes.
I don't know. I think that's a little unfair. I would say I get the reference, but we didn't hear from him last night. Like we didn't hear from Coach Prime. We didn't hear from Shador.
Shador did something online, but not with a. I mean, just
it was like before. It was like hours before the draft. He was like, "I'm ready for whatever today holds." And then somebody quoted him was like, "What about tomorrow?" And so, which is cold. The internet's harsh, man. But like,
yes, it is.
But we didn't hear Dion come out and he was like, "Oh, they ever 30 teams messed up or 32 teams messed up." We didn't hear any of that.
Nick, you said something about the internet being harsh. Okay,
it's cold.
It's to the point to where it's just ridiculous, man. CeeDee Lamb's ex-girlfriend. Okay, remember that girl that he grabbed the phone back from or whatever?
Oh yeah.
If you look to CeeDee Lamb, who's by Dallas.
Yeah.
People were going to her page reminding her of that, and she goes, "You know what?" And I thought the way she handled it was scream grace. She goes, "There's a lot of people coming to my page and making comments." She goes, "But you know what? I literally was about to end my life because I was on the national television. I was, she goes, I was just, continually just dogged online. She goes, I was going to end my life, literally." And she mentioned her faith is a huge part of it. People were mocking her for that. But I'm thinking, I thought she didn't say one negative thing about anybody else. She just goes, I hope you can find the peace that I was blessed to find because I was going to end my life, one of the worst moments ever in my life. I mean, obviously the relationship part, all that stuff. I'm not putting any of that on CD or anything. I'm putting it on the trolls that were just, you never know how fragile somebody is. It wasn't like she was on there, look at me. It was just, and the camera caught it in a moment. But I thought she handled that with so much class, man, in this world of craziness we live in. But
one of the best things last night was the dude from North Dakota State that The guy, the lineman from North Dakota State, Zabel, that got drafted like 19th overall, something around there. He was asked before the draft, hey, when you hear your name called, how are you going to celebrate? And he's like, well, you know what? I think we're probably going to dive into this case of Busch Light. they were in Pierre, South Dakota.
Yeah,
Pierre, South Dakota. And you got all these extravagant houses, like Jackson. I mean, you got all these extravagant houses, Mason Grahams and stuff. You got deer heads hanging on the wall. I mean, it's crazy. And then you could tell they're in like some small basement in Pierre, South Dakota. And he's like, he quote tweeted the tweet of him saying that, hey, we're going to dive into this case of Busch Light. And he quote tweeted it about an hour and a half after he got drafted and said, we're all out of Busch Light. Internet, help us. I was like, man, that's not the most South Dakota thing I think we've ever heard there. I mean, there it is.
I've been to Pierre. There's a lot of good fishing that goes up in Pierre, South Dakota, as far as that goes. Fred Nat Hoiberg says, my Packers picked golden receiver.
That's right.
Who is going to love his QB. I like what you did there. I think he's going to do well there in Green Bay. We'll see what happens.
Hey, Raff, give me a Green Bay on 3.
Green Bay. Go, Pack, go.
Yeah. Hey,
I'll say one thing, though, about Shedeur, though. I think whoever picks him up today is going to get a really good selection because he is going to have one super chip on his shoulder. And I love players that kind of have that. And he's definitely going to want to prove a lot of it. I mean, I don't think he has any self-confidence problems for himself, but you definitely know he's going to want to prove a lot of people wrong with not being selected on the first day.
That's the thing. I think, I mean, we play into this joke, right? And it makes it worse because he just got his number retired and he's like, it makes it come across on the surface so much worse than I think it absolutely is. I think we saw it starting to trend in that direction that, Jackson Dart was more of a favorite to be taken in the first round than Shedeur was. Yeah. He dropped for whatever reason, whether the anonymous source or GM, whoever talked about how it was a bad interview, whether that's accurate or not. I think it's all speculation at this point anyway. Yeah. We talked about it yesterday. There's a lot of teams that are probably strategically setting themselves up to potentially take a quarterback in 2026. I think the Steelers are in that conversation since they don't have a pick today,
right?
In the second round. And so obviously the Giants see themselves as going somebody that says, hey, you know what? We feel like maybe Jackson Dart can be more beneficial behind Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston's probably not a long-term option anywhere. So you kind of plan going forward, going back to what Pat Stewart was talking about in Nebraska. You can plan going forward. You have Jackson Dart on a 4-year deal with a rookie deal. So you can kind of plan out your rosters a little bit better there, where a guy like Shedeur, I believe Shedeur Sanders is NFL ready. I think it has a lot to do with fit.
Yeah.
I think it has a lot to do with fit. And after you got past a team like the Titans, and after you got past even a team like the Saints, who probably just looked at it and said, we think number 9 overall is too high to take a guy like Shedeur Sanders. There was nowhere else down lower that needed a quarterback or that felt like they were desperate enough for a quarterback.
Well, I mean, the team to watch, they're always watched because they're in New York, but the Giants, Dable,
sure.
He's at that point right now. It makes me wonder, last night, was he the one that made the selection for Dart, or was this the general manager ownership? Because, the way you look at it this year, you got Russell Wilson there, Jameis. So I would assume that Dart does not play this. Maybe he does, but it's interesting to see who made that pick, just for the fact that I just don't know how much longer Dable will be there.
So we got a text on the text line right here from 2526. And I'm not disagreeing with this. I'm also not agreeing with it. They just said the 3 words, locker room cancer. Is that as much of a factor in the NFL when everybody is getting millions and millions and millions of dollars? Because if we're talking about the money standpoint, he walks into a college locker room. Yeah, he's getting dramatically more than every single guy that's in that locker room. And there's a sense of ego. There's a sense of just, I guess, probably entitlement. Yeah, sure.
Dad's the coach as well.
Right? Yes, the dad's the coach. But you walk into an NFL locker room.
Only nothing there.
And you look across the way and that dude's getting paid more than you on your rookie deal. Yeah. That dude's getting paid. Endorsements are one thing.
Yeah.
But everybody at the NFL has endorsements for the most part.
Nick, it's a great point. Not only that, you have a locker room, an NFL locker room with seasoned vets that ain't gonna play that mess.
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't care who your daddy is, who you are.
No.
You will get chin checked real quick.
Yeah.
So that bravado, he's still gonna have that confidence and maybe even borderline cockiness, if you would.
Yes.
But I think when you go, when you get into an NFL locker room, they don't care what you did in college.
Yeah.
Care who your daddy is.
That's what
Come
I'm
out here
saying.
and
And Big Bird makes a great point. He says all the divas don't pan out that well. And so that's my point, is if that's the way he wants to operate, which we can't just sit here and assume that this is how it's going to go, right?
I have no idea.
We have to be some sort of neutral in this conversation of without speculating too much. And I can guarantee you guys, like, I'm not sitting here trying to say that Shedeur should have went in the first round. I told you guys yesterday on the show that I felt like he was going to fall out of the first round. I didn't think he was going to get selected last night. And so ultimately, when it's all said and done, just being neutral in this conversation and having and seeing both sides of the coin, who knows how he's going to act in a locker room in the NFL.
Well,
he could walk in and go, you know what? I'm not the smartest guy in this room. I'm not the starting quarterback right off the bat. This is a completely different feeling than I've ever had to experience in my entire football playing life.
Here's the deal. If he is cancerous, he won't be there long.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom line. That's why it's the NFL, not for long.
Yeah.
So I'm not down that he can or can't be, but if he is, he won't be there long. That's just the bottom line.
It'll all work itself out.
Yep.
It'll all work itself out. It's survival of the fittest at some point, right? I mean, look at Johnny Manziel. Look at all the. I mean, if we want to look at specific quarterbacks, like if it is meant to bust, if it is meant to fail, it will fail.
Yep.
Because similar to college, like NFL specifically, it waits for nobody. Organizations, sure, they care about you if you're the first round pick, but also if everybody is disposable.
Yeah.
Everybody is, because guess what?
Right.
Next year you got same free agency. There's 50 other quarterbacks that are available to be a backup, and then also they have NFL draft picks.
Yep.
And there's a guy that's ready to take your spot. It's something that coaches always told us. If you don't want to do your job, there's 30 other people on the bench that will.
You better believe it.
And it's that type of mentality that if you feel like you're indispensable, then yeah, guess what? You're going to probably find out pretty quick.
You're going to find out fast. And if you are a diva, you better be performing on the football field.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you're
earn it. Earn the
You
ability
gotta
to be a
earn it.
diva.
Yeah,
Earn the
you gotta
ability
earn
to
it.
go and say, hey, I don't want to be here. Here's where I want to go.
Yep.
Here's where I want to go. Earn that ability by doing what you do on the field.
Yep.
You guys, real quick, and we'll go through. I just want to, some of the things. You don't want to go through all these, of course, but was looking on ESPN here where Tennessee Titans are like, what are the pros and cons of each one of the first few picks here? And with that being, doggone it, came off there. With that being said, with obviously the first pick in the draft, Tennessee, they took Cam Ward, and Cam, they said the biggest question: will Ward's playmaking ability be a gift or a curse? His arm strength and confidence will lead to some ill-advised throws that can result in turnovers. The Titans' success will depend on whether Callahan can balance Ward's desire to take risk with potential for big plays. You guys, like I said, I mean, anything is just pure speculation on our parts because they haven't played one rep yet.
Yeah.
You're going based on what Cam has done, though. There was some ill-advised throws he would throw at times, but he's going to learn, again, very quickly. The margin of error is even smaller. You know what I'm saying? Those guys study that all day. They're going to study your characteristics. Defensive coordinators have already been pouring film within their division of who they're going to pick. So I personally, I love the pick for Tennessee with Cam Ward.
Yeah. Like for me, it's just more interesting because it keeps on going through my head. I hate to bring it back to Shedeur again, but would you take Shedeur or Cam right now?
I would have took Cam.
You would take Cam?
I would have took Cam.
See, because part of me is like, I think I would go with Shedeur just for the NFL readiness part of it. But it's just like,
But what do you think Shedeur is more ready than Cam?
I just think the history of what he's had with the coaching and in high school,
the tutelage early
on.
Like
Deion's always had him under, and say what you want about Deion, he's always gave him the best support possible. Maybe not a good offensive line, but all that, growing up in high school and getting to work out with the people. So I don't know. It's really crazy to think that the first pick in the draft and, a guy that hasn't even been selected yet are, in my mind, are almost interchangeable.
Yeah. I would agree, maybe interchangeable. I do see why they chose Cam instead, but if they would have chose Shedeur, I would have probably got that too. To your point, from the tutelage he got growing up,
yeah,
and working out with Brady and the rest of those things of that nature. I'm not saying that equivalence to being successful in the league. But at the same time, I mean, he has been surrounded by some great football minds as far as that goes from a very young age.
Cam Ward also fits what and this is where it was interesting with the new GM. Guys, I mean, there's something to be said also that there's a storyline that's been kind of buried a little bit, is that in the first 2 picks last night, you had new GMs making picks, making selections.
Correct.
With Tennessee, and then obviously the Jacksonville Jaguars moving up.
Well, Khan in Pittsburgh, he's only been there 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, but I was talking about new GMs
first year, guys.
This year.
How about
making
Jacksonville
first,
moving up?
And we'll get to that. But I think you can learn a lot about just, number one, how much security that they feel like they have, which it turns out, in the moment now, right? You have all the job security in the world in April. But what about in January when your team just won 3 games? How much job security do you have as a GM there with the roster construction? I think ultimately, though, it was interesting because we saw Tennessee kind of go back to the mold that they used for like Will Levis last year, to where it was like, or whenever they drafted Will Levis, of a guy that could use his legs a little bit like Cam Ward, but also has a nice arm. And then, let's talk about Jacksonville. I felt like the Browns, if they weren't going to take Travis Hunter, then sure, move on back. And the Jags had to pay a hefty fee for him. All I could think about was the garbage bag commercial, hefty, because it was the hefty load of picks that the Browns got in return to move back just a few spots. And I thought, though, it was a real aggressive play by the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It was definitely aggressive.
It was real aggressive. But once again, like somewhere like Jacksonville, they needed a splash. And Travis Hunter might have been the splashiest pick you could have had last night.
A native Floridian as well.
Yeah. And so you look at Travis, and I think he's going to do really well in Jacksonville. But then like you look at some other places and you go, okay, that's a little bit of a head scratcher, and it doesn't really move the needle or turn the gears a whole lot.
You look at also, Nick, you had a question for us before I go any further in these. I was going to talk about.
Who was it?
Who was the team that you said we don't cheer for? That
I felt like the one team that won the draft last night,
Broncos.
No, was a team. I mean, why would I even say that? That'd just be stupid.
I love Raff, but I don't even know if you even believe that.
No, I mean, you can't even do that. You can't even say that. I think it was the team that selected 19th last night, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh yeah,
Tampa Bay.
Tampa
Bay selects Emeka Egbuka with the 19th pick in the draft last night. And I think there were 2 teams. Number one, I think it was the Colts. The Colts allowed, or somehow the NFL allowed Tyler Warren to slip below Colston Loveland, who went from Michigan to the Chicago Bears. So the Colts got Colston Loveland out just outside the top 10. But then Emeka Egbuka falling to number 19 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's consider this offense that was already really good.
Okay.
Baker Mayfield slinging the rock. You have Mike Evans, Emeka Egbuka, and if Chris Godwin can stay healthy. Hello.
Here's why. Also,
Trey Palmer's in that list.
There we go. Absolutely. Think about this. I think people forget, at least I forget at times, because he's been a fixture for so long. Mike Evans only has 1 more year left on that deal.
He does.
He's 32 years old, man. I'm not saying he's retired or anything, but I'm saying there's some tread on those tires. You don't know how the recovery is going to go with Chris Godwin. It was a very severe injury.
Huge one.
And then you got a young Palmer there, and you bring in Egbuka. I think that's a great pickup for Tampa. I think they did very well getting him. There were some teams that were surprised that they didn't go defense. They passed on Boston College's edge rusher, Donovan Azurka. Had 16.5 sacks last season, but I think they realized that, man, if Godwin is not 100%, we're going to be in some trouble.
I think, we've seen what Emeka Egbuka can do. He's
a problem.
I mean, and just guys, think about the wide receiver talent that Ohio State is just pumping out.
No lie.
I mean, seriously, you go back to Jackson Smith and Jigba, and now Emeka Egbuka, and Carnell Tate's going to hear his name probably today in the 2nd or 3rd round. And going forward, Jeremiah Smith looks to be like a top 5 pick in the near future. And a lot of times it's just fit and where guys are thinking they're going to go. But even like going back,
David Boston.
Yeah,
before you were around.
Noah Brown is still in the league as kind of a 3rd string guy. Like, they're not only top end talent of an Emeka Ibuka, but we're talking about top 5 picks.
Right.
We're at wide receiver. And they do it year after year after year. Yep. And there's a reason that Brian Hartline is paid the way he is. And there's a reason why the Ohio State, through coaching changes and through administration changes and through everything, that they have said we need to make sure that Brian Hartline does not leave Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
That's just that it's insane to think about.
Thunder Knot Collins is, and Nick, to your point, Ohio State has become for years a wide receiver factory.
Yeah,
of pumping guys out into the league. You look at Harrison, that's down in Arizona right now. We can go with David Boston.
Marvin Harrison. That's the other one I was thinking. I was trying to think of. Thank you.
Yeah, there's so many of them. That's why the receivers coaches paid so much doggone money.
Yeah,
he gets it done.
It's crazy.
Thunder Knot Collins, we want to get to some of these texts as well because there's a lot to go through, and we'll be obviously discussing this more on Monday as well as it comes to the conclusion. But Thunder Knot Collins, good morning. He goes, here's why he and Cameron, talking about Shedeur, I'm assuming, are not interchangeable. He has one of the slowest progression of any QB in the draft. He had some good receivers and a Heisman winner and would still get killed for hanging onto the ball too long. When they lost, he would throw everyone under the bus, regardless of who taught him. He's an awful teammate and will end up in the UFL. Well, Thunder, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, I get it.
Their opinion, though.
I get it. I think part of their guys lead differently. And the way that Shedeur led at Colorado was that he was very vocal about his teammates. Part of it, he was actually correct. There were some real bad players at Colorado before he got there and while he was even there at times. The offensive line was atrocious. And we can't be oblivious to the fact that those feelings are there. It just might not be purposeful to say it out loud. Right. So yeah, but I think once again, this is gonna it sounds like I'm just backing up Shedeur on everything. Look at what you guys are making me do on a Friday. I just think that we feel so personal about Shedeur Sanders because he played at Colorado and because he's the son of Dion and because we know he's getting all this money and on the field it didn't really back it up. We forget that Colorado finished with a pretty good record last year. Like Colorado was a pretty successful season when they were in the dumpsters of college football just 3 seasons ago. Mm-hmm. Like we have to be as college football fans, don't take the low-hanging fruit and just be like, oh, we see this on social media. So the video, he posted a video yet last night after the draft, and he was talking to his draft party. And he was like, hey, look, this is not what we expected. This is obviously not what we expected tonight. We didn't expect it to go this way. Yeah, of course. Every dude that's on the fringe, like Will Johnson was expecting to go first round last night and didn't go first round. There were guys that were projected to go in the middle 10 picks between 10 and 20 that didn't hear their name called last night. Are they supposed to just not have a draft party and then not address and be like, hey, see you again tomorrow night? Like, I don't know what we want. Yeah. What do we want? And so look at it strictly from a play standpoint. I think it's unfair to say it just automatically that he's going to be a cancer in the locker room. Yeah. You can get pissed at me if you want. Yeah. I just think naturally that somebody, once again, I didn't think he was going to get selected. I said that on the air yesterday. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we're sitting here going, see, told you, Shedeur, not going to get drafted. Here we go, UFL. Here it comes. That's on your horizon. I just think that's unfair because guess what? Somebody's going to draft him in the 2nd or 3rd round today, and they're going to say, you know what? This is what we're going to do for you. This is the type of progression that we see you coming up on, and you either are in or you're either out, and that's what it is.
I will say this, though. I'm very proud of Nebraska fans.
Why is that?
Just the passionate hate that they have for Colorado.
Oh, my goodness. The one.
I mean, I'm proud. I'm proud of this. I'm very proud of this.
Yeah.
Here's my thing with the whole situation with Shedeur. I want the young man to be successful. I want Cameron to be successful. I want every one of those kids out there to be successful. I really don't care where they played at college. Do I like Colorado? No. Do I like Iowa? Absolutely not.
I can't believe people got me picking up Shedeur, backing him up on a Friday. I mean, this is just absurd.
What time are you flying to the draft party tonight?
Yeah.
But even if you do, there's nothing wrong with
that.
Can't
wait to go to Kansas.
Because at the end of the day, I want to see these young people succeed. Because you know, if anything else, maybe Shedeur learn some humility and gain some more. I don't know the man. And you know what? And think about this. If his last name wasn't Sanders, he wouldn't have the target on his back. Yeah. However, it is his last name. Has he displayed things like that? Everything that that Thunder Not Collins said? Absolutely.
Sure,
Thunder. I
absolutely.
totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. And when this is 24 hours to recycle in this huge microphone that we live in, so everything is just compounded. Maybe it's a humbling thing.
And
for him, but I want
the
young
thing
man to do
too,
well.
the thing
he
though
ain't playing
is
Nebraska no more, so I
he
care
does
less.
he does have the Sanders name, like I said, a target on his back, the Sanders name. However, he also got that Sanders pedigree. And last time I looked, Deion Sanders was a pretty darn good
Love the
NFL
doubters.
football player. So I'm not betting against Shedeur. Is he going directly to the UFL? I'd say no. If anything, there'll be a fire. And trust me, I am not a Shedeur Sanders guy, never have been. However, I see that last night, what happened to him, and I'm like, ooh, chip on the shoulder. There could be a fire stoked here.
I'd love to see the young man go and be successful like all the other guys that get drafted. When we come back, we're going to talk about someone who's best that's left as far as that goes. Because there's one particular, which I didn't think he'd go high anyway, which we'll talk about when we come back.
So it's breaks, drive, 93.7, the ticket.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Ahman Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a four-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats, including Ahman Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Rashawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Email jake@theticketfm.com for more questions or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Early bird registration goes through April 20th, and overall registration goes through May 30th.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Picture this. You're in the doghouse, and flowers just won't cut it this time. Enter jewelry, the ultimate peace offering. It's a gesture that speaks volumes, showing her you're willing to go the extra mile to make things right. So next time you're in the doghouse, remember, diamonds are a guy's best friend too. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Hey, Husker Nation. This is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top-quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G1877747, and G1965599.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more. Cinco de Mayo is May 5th, but the party starts early this year at Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina with their street festival on Saturday, May 3rd. Come down to 8th and Q starting at 1 p.m. on May 3rd and see llamas from Sweet and Sassy's Llama Farm until 4 p.m. and enjoy face painting and balloon animals with Miss Shades at 2 p.m. DJ Wyatt will entertain from 6 to 10:30 p.m. There will be drinks, food, and giveaways, and best of all, no cover charge. It's the early Cinco de Mayo Street Festival with Tipsy Tina's Taco Cantina, Saturday, May 3rd, beginning at 1 p.m. at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
I tried to hide my cigarette smoking. Then I was rushed into emergency surgery to repair the damage smoking did to my heart. It shocked everyone because they thought I was healthy. Yet because I smoked, I had a severe heart condition that nearly killed me. My tip is, you may be able to hide your smoking from the world, but you can't hide from the damage smoking does to your body.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine. Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall, Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Gannett Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gannett Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gannett Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GannettTrucking.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday, going into day 2 of the NFL draft. Rounds 2 and 3 tonight.
That is correct. Rounds 2 and 3 tonight.
Might have an appearance from number 30.
Yeah,
tonight.
There's a chance.
It was good to see AG on their on the stage last night. Was there with a number of other former Green Bay Packers. So AG looks like he's having a good time there, man. Way to represent my man. Looking strong and stout, playing condition.
Yeah, right. Before we get rolling, this segment brought to you by our friends at Renew. Call or text Nate, Eric, or David at 402-833-3858, or you can visit Renew online at renewyourauto.com. Raff, what do they do best? This is our final time saying this in person. What do they do best?
Everything.
That is correct. From body shop, ceramic coatings, window tinting, spray in bed liners, paintless dent repair, rust proofing, and undercoating. They do it all. Give Nate, Eric, or David a text or a call today, 402-833-3858, or you can learn more online at renewyourauto.com and see what Renew can do for you.
Bookie in Chamberlain, South Dakota. Haven't seen you text in for our show, so it's good to see you in Bookie in Chamberlain, South Dakota. He may be good, but his BS towards coach and our team that can't even finish the game or going to the locker room because he doesn't want to shake hands made me never a fan. And you know what, Bookie, I get that.
I love it. I love it.
Understandable.
I love that
Totally
Colorado-Nebraska rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what,
put us in the Big 12.
I'll tell you this right now. There is no lost love between Nebraska and Colorado.
No, I like it.
There is none with there or Iowa as far as that goes. Bookie in Chamberlain, South Dakota, thanks for texting him. My friend will be doing good. Money G in Kansas. Can the Steelers please take a Husker? I wouldn't be opposed to that
Well,
whatsoever.
do we have any quarterbacks out there that could take?
No.
No.
I do think we actually hear a Husker called today, though. I would imagine that.
I think Ty has.
I think Ty has the chance to slip into that third round there.
That 40-yard dash time did not hurt.
Yep.
In the combine, as well as other body.
I feel
work.
good about it.
You guys, real quick, here's some guys that are still available. Of course, you got Shador that's still in there, but also you
is
have.
he?
Yeah, he's still available.
I did not know. We haven't been talking about it a whole lot.
You got South Carolina safety Nick Worry, that's still there. You have Michigan cornerback Will Johnson, that's still there.
Which I was reading up on Will Johnson
Yeah.
a little bit. There's a concern with his knee.
Yeah, his knee coming off
right
the
now. So there's a little concern just with some knee stuff with Will Johnson. So he's that's a reason he kind of slipped out of the first round there.
You got
we got a Cowboys listener listening.
What's that?
Pete said we need to dedicate more time to the Cowboys.
The Cowboys need to dedicate some more time to the
Hey,
Cowboys.
Pete, you want to know what I think? They draft an offensive lineman because they're tanking for Arch next year. So I hope you're ready for about a 3-win season, my friend.
Well, he said he's going to the Super Bowl last night.
Oh, okay.
For what? Just to watch it?
No,
because Dallas ain't gonna be in the
the
Super Bowl.
Cowboys are going.
Yeah.
Pete, I love you so much, man, but you are delusional as hell. Mike Green from Marshalls and Edge. He's a junior, ultra explosive, productive run last year for the Herd. Mason Taylor was a big name, the tight end out of LSU. Was a little bit surprised. He's big, athletic, good hands, quickness, etc. He's still available. You got Donovan. I want to pronounce his name right. Izurika, Boston College edge. That a lot of folks that maybe thought that maybe some of the other teams ahead would have picked him up as an edge. And then the one I'm not surprised about, as good as he was, is Travion Henderson out of Ohio State, running back. You know, Genty, obviously, that's a whole different discussion with a Genty. But I'm not. Are you guys surprised that Henderson's still there? Because I'm not surprised that he wasn't picked up in the first round.
I thought maybe the Chiefs, but like Nick said, they took Simmons. So, I was thinking about it. If Jeff Sims gets drafted by the Steelers, now would that be considered a Husker?
It would not. Here's what I would say.
As what, a tight end?
Quarterback?
No. Jeff Sims, great kid.
As a tight end.
You got to put people in positions to be successful. That'd be like putting me at quarterback.
So
right now at 51.
Here's what I would say with the Chiefs. The reason you have to be a top end running back talent to be drafted in the first round. Because we said it. What have the Chiefs been successful at? They've been successful with Pacheco, took him in the 7th.
Yeah.
Not saying they're going to
And they
take somebody in the 7th.
I mean, they kind of got burned a little bit with Edwards-Helaire a little bit.
Yeah, right. And they drafted Clyde with the 32nd pick overall, and they traded back to the 32nd pick yesterday. One thing we haven't talked about is how the Eagles got away with it again with drafting another, really good linebacker from the University of Alabama this time. So now you got a defense that's essentially just made up of some Georgia guys, a couple Alabama guys, and then Cooper DeJean out of the University of Iowa. So that's basically the Philadelphia Eagles defense since they traded up to number 31 for that one. But it worked out because I think when you looked at the Chiefs, Simmons is a really good selection out of the Ohio State University. So guys, I would ask you guys this. When we hear this sound, who are we going to hear for sure in round number 2?
Go ahead, Raff, you start.
For sure in round number 2, I'm going with Henderson, Travion.
Okay.
I'm going with Burton, the receiver out of Missouri.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
People forget about Luther Burden.
Yeah, he's a problem. And I love, you know what I love about him too, Nick? The story that you shared with us, in fact, about him, about his NIL package. He tells the coach, which was a breath of fresh air, you pay me. I'm not saying you do everything in business this way because you never know who you're dealing with, but he obviously had enough confidence in his coach and knowing that he was going to do by him. He goes, you pay me what you think I'm worth.
Watch him run routes too. Oof.
Oh, dude. I think Luther Burden is going to be very special. I think that's one that's going to be for sure. I can't say for sure, but if I was to be a bet man, I would say him. Only reason why, Raff, that with Travion Henderson, and I love the dude.
Yeah.
It's just that running backs are such a commodity right now, except a Gentry. That's different.
Well, you even got the number 2, Henderson, and
Rayshawn, the other one, the other Quinshawn Judkins, the other guy.
Yeah,
yep.
Both of the almost interchangeable on those two. Also,
I would agree with that.
So here's a name to watch. He's for sure going to be selected very early in the second round, I should say. And he's been kind of compared to a Will Anderson Jr. of the linebacker from the Houston Texans, went to Alabama, and that's Mike Green. I actually thought that the Detroit Lions might have taken this guy, Mike Green from Marshall. He led all of college football in sacks last year with 17 sacks. 17 sacks coming off the edge. I thought that Detroit might have taken him, honestly, in the late 20s. I think they had to pick number 28 or 26, excuse me.
Then how your guy heals up.
Because, well, on the opposite side of Aiden Hutchinson, right? Like if you think about some pressure off the edge, off both sides, it's something intriguing. But ultimately, I think early on in the draft, I think you're going to look at the the first 5 picks in the second round, and that's going to be one where you pop up and you see he went to Marshall, and you go, okay, what kind of talent is that? Similar conversation that we always have. But ultimately, I think Mike Green, whoever is able to select him, is going to get a steal. 6'3", 251 pounds.
Motor.
Led all of college football at the FBS level with 17 sacks last year.
He has got a motor for sure, man. He's going to be a problem. He will definitely be a problem.
All right. Well, we'll throw it a break. Going to our last segment. This is The Drive. 93.7 The Ticket.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
Hey, bestie! Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
You don't have to cross your fingers when digging into the ground this spring. Start every project with a call to Nebraska 811 so utilities like LES can mark their buried lines and you can avoid injury and power outages.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Your new Total Wine in Lincoln has the largest selection of wines, spirits, and beers, plus totally low prices and friendly service from our helpful guides. With over 8,000 wines, 4,500 spirits, and 2,500 beers, you're sure to find your favorites and something new. You can even order delivery, in-store, or curbside pickup. Find what you love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Now open in Lincoln next to Gateway Mall.
Drink responsibly, B21.
You know the saying, April showers bring May flowers. Well, it's true for heart health, too. Sprinkling in a few small changes can make a big impact on your heart health. Try adding a vegetable to your dinner or no salt seasoning. Looking for support in making these changes? Join a workshop to learn more about a healthy lifestyle. Search Chronic Disease Nebraska for more details. Paid for by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2. When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday, second day of the draft, end of the week. Husker games tomorrow.
Raff leaves today.
Oh, actually, I'm going to leave tomorrow morning now. Tomorrow morning.
Okay, so Raff doesn't leave today.
Well, I started
here. But yeah,
No, I started thinking about it. I was like, I'd be going through Kansas City during rush hour. Then I'd be going through Nashville on a Friday night. I was like,
I'm sorry? Isn't it like a 3-hour drive through Kansas City?
Depending on what time you got everything done here.
Oh, you're not done. You don't have the Equinox loaded up.
No.
Oh. Okay. No. Well then, okay. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. So I started
smart
thinking,
decision.
Yeah. And then I'd be going through Nashville at like probably 12 or 1, and I was like, why don't I just get up at 4 a.m. and just leave at like 5 tomorrow morning?
Get a great start, and might even do the whole drive.
Yep, just knock it out.
Because you'd be listening to the draft comes on at 6 o'clock,
12 whatever.
And that'll take a big chunk.
Yeah.
And then at that point, you would about 3.5, 4 hours.
And I can listen to 93.7 The Ticket, the spring games radio for 5 hours.
There you go.
That's right. We'll be on all day.
Maybe I'll call in from the road.
You know what?
Don't worry about it.
And I'm going to read this. We're going to make it quick. But Hazelbear says, "Hey, Raff, I hope you have a safe trip. I'm super happy for you, bro. I hope you're still able to take me off the ban list when in Alabama.
I'll work on it. That'll be my first part.
Raffy, what's your last
in-person?
My last in-person RGT.
2 months, actually. Maybe before you back. Maybe.
Well, I'll be back. Keno gets married, so I'll be back for that.
There you go. Next month.
I'll be there for that. So.
Okay, so we get 4 weeks.
Yeah.
We get 4 weeks. He just can't help himself.
Oh, I'll be back. Just to haunt you, Nick.
Throat punch.
Throat punch.
Okay, so talk about something good now. What's good?
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take here after the show. I am heading to the lottery to turn in my keys and everything down there. And I get to play the lottery again. But the funny thing about it is I haven't been able to play the lottery for close to 10 years. But I won the lottery when I was born because I got the two best parents in the whole wide world. And I just want to tell them how much I love them and how the support they've given me through the years. And I just love you guys so much. You guys are Raff's Good Take.
That's a big move, man. That's a big move. And I know how much when you don't have your parents, and Raff's parents, they are amazing peeps, Raff. And there's not enough words for it, man. There's not enough words for it. Raff, we're going to miss you like crazy. I know mom and dad are too. All the guys here.
For sure.
Everywhere you've went that we've been at, Raff, it's just like, and Raff is the type of guy that doesn't show emotion a lot.
No.
And he keeps it all in for the most part. Even the guys yesterday at Cap are just, just that love that's there because Raff, I mean, you have a good time with Raff, and it's a guy that's always going to have your back no matter what. Raff, man, we love you. I love you, man. You're my brother. Love you like crazy, and I'm excited for you, man. And we're gonna miss you. I miss you like crazy.
I'll be here every day, though.
I don't know what I'm going to do, Raff.
I'll be here bugging you every day online. You can see my pretty face every day.
I'm going to read these because you got to do it. Pete Ferguson says right here, we're going to read these anyway because it's coming up slow on mine. Nick, what is it? I got right here. In all seriousness, Raff, your folks are proud of you, man. Thunder Not Collins. Dang it! Now I have to find a new job. Who needs chief of staff?
Oh no, Thunder. We're still going, Thunder. I'm still on every day. I'll just be remote.
Big Bird says, "Damn it, Raff! Why you got to make us tear up at work listening?" On there, we got Big Bird right there. We got the crew coming in too, giving hugs. We got DP giving them hugs. Why you got to make us tear up at work while listening, Big Bird? And it just keeps coming on, man. But he's a guy that, and you know what? I'm going to tell you all this, man. It's only because of Raff that I've even doing radio.
Yeah.
Because he came to me 3 years ago. He goes, I want to introduce you to DP. I didn't know DP from LP or CP. And Derek might remember this. I was a little pissed off sitting in his office that afternoon because I thought I was going there to talk to Raff about starting his own podcast. And he threw me that. Remember I told you, I said, I'll be the deacon. I said, but that's going to be the pastor. I want no parts of radio. And Raff knew I needed radio more than radio needed me at that time in my life, man. And still do as far as I go. But during a very tough time in my life, he's, my man needs some help. And maybe he can vent this out through the air. So Raff, man, I love you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Your family.
Yep.
Your family.
And I'll be here come Monday. I'll be on. I'll just be remote, but I'll be here every day. I guarantee you that. I love this station. I love everything it stands for. I love that how we talk sports, but we promote so much positivity in the community. And even though I'm leaving Lincoln, Lincoln's always in my heart, and I'm going to do all my best. It's linked to literature, everything, Boys and Girls Club, Malone Center, whatever I can do to promote your business. We're going to promote positivity in Lincoln because that's the only thing you can do in these days. You hear all that negative, but we got to be the positive light, and that's what 93.7 The Ticket does, and that's why I'm proud that I get to continue to keep on doing it. Even living in Alabama, Lincoln's always here.
Close this out. Raff, you're going to close it out. But when Raff mentions good, at first, when we were thinking of ideas, I was saying, let's raise the roof, Raff. Something he was pissed about. He goes, hey, D, we got enough negative stuff going on. He goes, I want to do a Raff's Good Take. And he's been doing it ever since.
Every day.
Take us home, man.
All right, everyone. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Nebraska spring games. Go Big Red. Be nice to each other. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Your new Total Wine in Lincoln has the largest selection of wines, spirits, and beers, plus totally low prices and friendly service from our helpful guides. With over 8,000 wines, 4,500 spirits, and 2,500 beers, you're sure to find your favorites and something new. You can even order delivery, in-store, or curbside pickup. Find what you love what you find, only at Total Wine and More. Now open in Lincoln next to Gateway Mall.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of showers this morning with patchy fog possible. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and breezy with a high around 60. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies with a low around 44. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers. Otherwise, mainly cloudy with a high near 63. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.